Thanks for staying with us. This is Firecrackers, and wherever you're watching from around the world, we are live from our headquarters here in Lagos, Nigeria. I am Kelly Egiga. Let's get into the conversation right away as we begin with this very disturbing news for some, but cheering news for the federal government. As we understand, a naval base is going to be set up in no other place, not in the Niger Delta region, but in faraway Kano states. We'll get some perspective tonight as we're joined by a Nigerian human rights activist and convener of the Niger Delta Self-Determination Movement, Ankel Briggs, joins us live from Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. Good to see you again, Ankel. I mean, of course, our chat is always very interesting. Yes, so this establishment of a base in Kano State has got a lot of Nigerians talking, I guess yourself inclusive. I wonder why.
Having me. Navy. It is known all over the world that the Navy is an arm of the military in any country that is relative to water, to the ocean, to the rivers. The role of the Navy, it seems that the armed forces in Nigeria always seem to forget what they are there for, what they are created for. The role of the Navy, in case the Navy has forgotten constitutionally, is to protect the integrity of Nigeria from external and internal aggression when and if the need arises on the sea, in the waters, in the rivers. In our case, in Nigeria and in the Niger Delta, within the creeks, in the rivers of the creeks. Don't forget that Nigeria is part of the states, the nation states that make up the Gulf of Guinea. And we should also not forget that there is a lot of piracy activities and insecurity along the Gulf of Guinea, the mouth of the Atlantic Ocean, where really I come from. We are people that are very relative to the Atlantic Ocean. If you're coming in from the Atlantic Ocean, you cannot get into Nigeria without first getting through to us. And it is also have been established that the so-called the war that was fought against some section of Nigerians by Nigeria in the late 60s that ended in the 70s. Was also the role of the creeks and the waters played a great role. So hearing that once again we find ourselves in a situation where the Nigerian federal government is thinking and thinks that there is a need for the Navy to have a base in Kano is just unbelievable. And it is unbelievable because there is no relation between Kano or any part of the North with the Navy. If we recall, in 2019, the Nigerian Navy's boat in Lake Chad was stormed and confiscated, and some naval officers were kidnapped by Boko Haram and eventually executed by this same Boko Haram. So to say that the Nigerian Navy, and I just watched the clip you just played where the Kano governor was speaking, where they've been given land and he's happy and excited. You see, we're in a country where if truly the Navy is going to set up this base, it has to go through appropriation. There is no way the Navy can just wake up, walk into Kano State, ask for land, or the Kano State governor, maybe because the commander of the Navy or the head of the Navy is now from Kano, and so therefore a base has to be established in Kano. With what money? With whose money? And we are not able to pay doctors that are people that save lives. We're not able to produce and export things that will bring finance and money to to the youth of Nigeria and Nigerians. And yet the most important thing that this federal government thinks is very critical to the future of Nigeria, well, maybe to the development and future of Kano, obviously, is that we should spend the money we don't have on establishing a base, a naval base in Kano, not even an Air Force base, but a naval base in Kano. It just does not make any strategic sense. It doesn't make any economic sense. It does, apart from the fact that we find ourselves in Nigeria today with a group of people who just feel that they can do anything they like. And even when this ends up going to the assembly, if it does, we have a National Assembly that will definitely give them the go-ahead to establish a naval base in the, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to other people. It's embarrassing to other countries where Nigeria just throws away money.
I was just going to ask about that in terms of the approval or the consent from the National Assembly. But let me also ask you, one also wonders, do you think such a move is politically motivated?
Absolutely. What else? What else will you call it? We've gone from insisting that people should give headsmen land to now insisting that the Navy should start being established in northern part of Nigeria. I mean, even an elementary school child knows that the Navy is related to water. And where you have insecurity, piracy, like I said, the Gulf of Guinea is a very strategic place in the world. And we are at the point where you have to come through us if you're coming from the Gulf of Guinea. And yet anything that will develop the Niger Delta is discarded. And we run a government of politically motivated interests, where even our own people, sadly, I mean, even people of southern Nigeria, people of Niger Delta region who are in the government can never argue for a case in favor of their people. You know, why are we constantly expected to be seen as being argumentative all the time when decisions are made to put us in that position? And so we will continue to definitely put up a fight against these things. Whether that fight will be won or not won is not the point. Let history record us. At least someone like me, I will always point out what I believe is totally unacceptable and totally unfair. And by a very long shot, quite honestly ridiculous, and makes Nigeria look incapable of making the right decisions at the right time. It does not make any sense whatsoever. Economically or strategically, security-wise, it makes no sense to go and put the Navy, a naval base in Kano. It's a waste of money. It's a conduit pipe. They found another way of, again, going to loot whatever is remaining in the treasury of Nigeria that is coming from the Niger Delta. Well, it really is just so, I mean,
that's a very serious allegation. But maybe finally, just before I let you go, I wonder since you said this is politically motivated, I wonder what system of government probably we need to indeed practice to get things done. And then to add to that question, let me also ask you at this point, what is the one thing that we need to fix very, very urgently in this country?
First of all, I can't understand why people do make decisions that are clearly politically motivated. I don't know. And it takes me back to what I said, which I hear what you're saying. But I'm saying that, in my opinion, this is another conduit pipe that they have found, people in government. So I don't know what type of government we're going to run. But I will tell you, though, what I believe is going to fix Nigeria for some of us. Other people will have to bring their own idea from their region to the table. The region of the Niger Delta is saying, and we've said for a long time, that we want to own, control, and manage our resources. And then we've asked for restructuring Nigeria. Now we're calling for a referendum of all ethnic nationalities so that people can decide what they want. We can't, we will not, we should not go on like this. And the people in power continue to push the Nigerian people at every step of the way. And at some point, some people and some regions are going to push back. And we're seeing it now, that people are pushing back. Yorubas are saying they want this, Igbos are saying they want this, the Niger Delta are saying they want that. And that is where we are today in Nigeria. The form of government, well, what we have today is ridiculous, it's embarrassing, and we have people who should know better in government. And that is what is a shame. We have people who don't know what they're doing in government. And then we have people who should know what they are doing in government. And they would rather prefer to do what they are doing, which is to continue to press the buttons of certain region of Nigeria to push them to the brink. Setting up a naval base in Kano is absolutely ridiculous. Kano is landlocked, whether they like it or not, that part of Nigeria. What's the nearest river or water to Kano? Do they want to pipe the Atlantic Ocean to Kano?
I'm sure that's a good place to leave it, Uncle Briggs. That's a good place to leave it. Whether or not the federal government will heed to these reservations from other parts of the country is left for the government to digest. But I'd like to thank you most kindly, Nigerian human rights activist and convener of the Niger Delta Self-Determination Movement, Anike Briggs, live from Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. It's always a pleasure and delight to speak with you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure here too. Thank you so much. Have a good Sunday.
All right, you too.